All right. Welcome to the Kenton City School Board meeting, regular meeting of the district. Roll call, please.
Mr. Blue?
Here.
Mr. Householder?
Here.
Mr. McCullough?
Here.
Mr. Rush?
Here.
Mr. Watkins?
All right. Pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval and/or correction of the minutes of the regular meeting of May 15, 2017, and the special meeting of June 5th, 2017. Motion to accept.
McCullough.
Second.
Blue.
Discussion. Vote, please.
Mr. Householder?
Yes.
Mr. McCullough?
Yes.
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mr. Blue?
Yes.
All right, skipping down to item 6, reports of the treasurer. Approve the following May 31st, 2017 reports: cash position, check register, receipt ledger, investment report, budget versus actual. Motion to accept.
Rush.
Second.
McCullough.
All right. Discussion?
Yeah, I noticed in the paper, the city's been complaining about their income tax collection being down. But that doesn't look like it's been an issue with us, so I found that curious.
Yeah. Are we talking sales tax or?
I think it was income tax, wasn't it?
Income tax?
Yeah, for the first quarter of this year, wasn't it, what it said, if I remember?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but ours looked
We
like
have
it was
not
pretty
seen anything.
consistent to what we expected, so.
Right. You'll have one more month of the same reports, and then I'll have to figure out what reports to give you on the new system.
Oh, with the new system? Okay.
And I go to a report writing training July 19th and 20th, so
Are those based in Crystal?
I really don't know.
Okay, all right.
I really don't know. It's Cognos and
I don't know that one.
so.
Okay, well,
So,
we'll figure it out.
yeah.
We love a challenge. Okay, any other discussion? All right, vote please.
Mr. McCullough?
Yes.
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mr. Blue?
Yes.
Mr. Householder?
Yes. All right, item 7, superintendent reports and communications.
The only thing is that we still have some open job positions, so I would check the website if you're interested. So we're still interviewing and trying to get those last few spots filled. Otherwise, I think all of our communications for this month will be in the committee reports.
Okay. Which brings us to Finance Committee. Finance Committee did not meet. We had gone through the 5-year forecast in the meeting before, and with school being out, there was no pressing issues, so Finance did not go. So we'll go with Facilities Committee.
I guess we didn't need, the only thing we've got, the fuel tank, I talked to Roger about 5 o'clock, the tank is out, he's just waiting on the final report to come back.
Okay.
And I did file the report with the state to say that it was removed.
And
They
that's
said-
at Hardin's
they said,
Central
go ahead and
Property.
file that, and then we don't have to worry about renewing our insurance because they know it's already been removed, and so if anything comes up,
Cool.
it's
We handled
covered.
it through there. Okay, perfect.
So we're just waiting on the final report.
I'm not saying about the meeting with Bart. I know it wasn't really a facilities committee, but
Yeah, it was just kind of, went over kind of fine-tuned some things on the bus garage. I don't know if you want to elaborate on it, or it's just kind of what it was.
Yeah, we're still working on how the building will actually function. So we're still
Yeah.
working through the dollars and getting the design down and those kinds of things to how to make everything work most efficiently and at the best cost.
Okay,
So that's still what we're meeting about.
all right. Any questions for facilities from anybody else? No? Extracurricular?
We did not meet. Nothing there.
Okay, Career Center?
We're on break, same as we are here at homeschool. We are just finishing up the animal science project. They did a total renovation of the one building, and it's almost completed. And it's really state-of-the-art. It's going to be really, really nice for the students. And then Wednesday night, we have a meeting. We're going to interview construction managers for the future renovations and the things that are going to be happening in the near future. Other than that, we're going to keep it quiet.
Okay. Policy Committee, we did We did
Yeah.
meet, yeah, and,
There's a gifted policy tonight that
Yeah.
is required by July 1st.
Yep, so we're voting on that.
and so, but really,
That's about it.
just working through the normal stuff. Nothing really shaking the earth there. Any old business to come before the board? All right, new business. Item 10A through 10O, and this is personnel items. Motion to accept.
Blue.
Second.
Rush.
Discussion. So I see we have JROTC instructor identified, possibly.
We do.
So that's a good thing.
That's good.
We were really pushing there.
And several teachers as well
Yes.
to hire.
Always like to thank Pat Davidson for all her years of assistance that she's been with us for 41 years. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing, you're right. Any further discussion? Hearing none, vote please.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mr. Blue?
Yes.
Mr. Householder?
Yes?
Mr. McCullough?
Yes.
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
All right. 11A through 11K. These are authorizations and resolutions. Motion.
McCollum?
Second.
Watkins.
Discussion.
Well, just to give you a brief rundown of some of them, the OHSSA policy we do every single year, that's 11A. Some are special ed resolutions that you'll see come. The handbooks, we always go through those. If there's anything new required to be updated or maybe something we struggled with, we update all of those. You have a couple of the trips that happen during the school year next year that they have the dates already, which is wonderful. That gifted education policy. The one thing, I think it was shared with you, and if you remember, Julie Simmons presented about the standard-based report
Yes.
cards. And so
Yep.
third grade will be added this year to that standards-based card. And they did make modifications based on what they learned from the K2. So that's what you're seeing, just that we're adopting the standards-based report card. And there's a plan that we'll be adding grade levels every year so that it will keep.
Up to what grade is that?
Right now, it's planned through sixth grade.
Through sixth, okay.
And then we'll work through the 7, 12. There's still some things to work out if we continue that process.
I was gonna say, and you have some of my normal, the final appropriation resolution,
For
the
the
temporary for
closeout.
next year for the closeout. A new fund at the high school for the Business Professionals of America, and that's tied in with the career tech that Joe Funkhauser.
And Ryan Collins,
and
the
Ryan
IT
Collins,
programs
Yep.
from Ohio High Point
And
Satellite.
then we have a resolution to close out the 010 fund that, into the 004 fund, which is the remaining building project money.
So is that the last thing,
Yes,
last
yes.
official thing we have to do on that
Yes.
project?
Yep.
And we will close our elementary school, which could be a record.
Let's keep it open, Dave.
Well, yeah. We'll close our.
I hate to
we'll
just close it
our
already.
Building of our elementary school.
Yeah.
I did ask her a question I haven't got an answer on yet, but I think that means that I can now move the money out of Huntington and then move it in. and
To
then
our
start
accounts,
into
yeah.
our own investing.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I was curious about that. Yeah.
All right, any other discussion on that? Vote please.
Mr. Blue?
Yes.
Mr. Householder?
Yes.
Mr. McCullough?
Yes.
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
All right, item 12, approve a motion to go into executive session to discuss the purchase of property and to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official. Motion to accept.
Hey, Dave, is there an addendum there? We
Yeah.
gotta vote on
that's
12.
This
not
is
on
not,
my
I
thing.
know, he has the real one. Today, we had to do an
Oh.
addendum for someone that was
12A.
left off of the
12A.
May agenda.
It probably is in here. It's not in my digital.
Nope, I'll make sure we get it
Okay, so the
updated.
addendum for 12A is approved Kathy Lawrence transportation summer help effective May 30th, contingent upon required paperwork. Motion to accept.
Rush.
Second.
Blue.
Discussion. Vote.
Mr. Householder?
Yes.
Mr. McCullough?
Yes.
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mr. Blue?
Yes.
Okay, and now item 13.
Just
Approve a motion to go into executive session to discuss all those things I mentioned before.
Sorry about that.
Motion to accept.
Watkins.
And a second, McCullough. And before, so in discussion, I'm going to say that the next regular meeting, well, there'll be no action taken, no further action will be taken after the meeting. And the next regular board meeting of education will be held on July 17th, 2017 at 7 p.m. Motion, or the vote, please.
Mr. McCullough?
Yes.
Mr. Rush?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mr. Blue?
Yes.
Mr. Householder?
Yes. So our timeout's going to be 7:11.